Seriously? So my truck coated, well, excuse me, my check engine light came on last week and it wouldn't go off. And I was wondering what the heck was going on with my old truck. So I went to AutoZone and I had them to put it on the code. And this is what they found. I was wrong with it. It was my, if the wind stopped blowing, I'll be all right. Seriously? It was one of my valves. It was my purge valve. So I went to calling around. And let me show you what a purge valve is. Baby, can you help? Never mind. Yeah, hold this for me. Of course, I had to take the whole cover off. This is your purge valve. And for some reason, Ford Trucks is notorious for this crap. Okay? So this is your purge valve. I've already loosened some of it. Of course, I'm not going to take you through the whole process because I'm only one holding the damn camera. But anywho, this right here is your purge valve. Here, all of this is your purge valve. Okay? What this do now, you don't have to change it right away. What this purge valve do is it stops, it cycles your gas, if you will. Okay? And what it does is it stops your it stops your gas from polluting the air. Okay? For lack of a better terminology. It stops your gas from polluting the air, you know, and just putting out bad fumes, whatever. Now, you don't have to change this right away, but if you don't change it, it's going to mess with your engine. Okay? So, this is your purge. This one is bad. So, I'm out here now changing it. I called around to different places to see how much someone would charge to put this on for me. Okay, let me show you the brand new one. Baby, do me a favor, hold this, because I can't.
You have fresh groceries at great prices delivered to your door.
Yes, I'm out here in my Christmas jammings. It's kind of sad, but I don't care. When you're a working man, you got a plan. Ain't that right, baby?
Fresh for everyone.
You got it? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's turn that off for a second. Right, so if nobody's on, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing this in case somebody. So this, you see it? Mm-hmm. This is your purge valve. Okay. Again, what this do is it stops. It ciphers out your gas. It takes all. It stops the impurities from getting out into the atmospheres and all that good stuff, all that nasty stuff. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say good stuff. All that nasty stuff. That's what this do. Okay? How can I put this? It's important, but it's not important. I say it again. It's important, but it's not important. Period. But if you love your vehicles like I love mine, and I'm not saying I worship my vehicle, whenever you see your check engine light on, find out what the hell wrong with it. Every vehicle that I've ever had, whether it was new or used, this truck has been used. Okay, I bought it used. It was fairly new, but I still bought it used, if you will. What did they say? A police officer.
Police officer.
A police officer in Blackshear. Okay, so I didn't buy it off him. I bought it from
Mike Birch.
Mike Birch. Okay, I wonder why every time I get live I can't talk. Kind of crazy. Anywho, I'm not good at explaining stuff anyway because I really don't give a damn. Right? You know me. Anywho, so I can hear him now. See, he want to be the police. No, you stupid son of a bitch, that's not it. I didn't know that a cop had it until a cop told me. So there you go. Because his vehicle, he wrecked his, right? Didn't they say he wrecked his?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he recognized it, okay? So shut up. Now, back to the valve. When my check engine light came on, like I said, I'm not going to show you how I'm going to do it because I'm the only one out here, and I'm not going to have my wife get up in here and hold it. I'm just not going to do all that. Anywho. But it's a simple thing. It's very simple to change out. Probably take you, if you don't know what you're doing, which like me, probably take you about 30 minutes. Okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Alright? But what I did when I called around and I asked someone to, these shade tree mechanics, how much would they charge me to change this shit out? Now this shit cost me $69. Excuse me, $59. $59 to Duralast. Yes, Duralast. Charge me, I paid $59 for this. $59. How much would you charge me to change this out is what I asked. That motherfucker talking about anywhere from the range of 250, 300. What, nigga? The devil is a lie. Just like with my lights. These motherfuckers gonna charge me what they say?
$220.
Wanna talk to him, so
Yep. $220.
$220 freaking dollars to change out, but to put some LEDs in for me. $220. I told my wife, I said, what would you tell him? She said, I told him to go to hell. But she didn't say it like that. She said, I told him, no, don't worry about it. So what did Maurice do?
What?
Maurice went online. Well, first I prayed. Let's get that first. I said, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me. So the Lord reminded me, turn this down. So the Lord reminded me of something. Okay? The Lord reminded me of something. Alright? He reminded me, he said, he didn't tell me, but this was him reminding me. He said, do you remember when you changed out your lights and your Ford Taurus? I was sitting in, I believe, the prayer room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was sitting in, Carolyn's prayer room. And I'm just sitting there, and he just reminded me, he said, do you remember you changed out your light on your Ford Taurus? I was like, yeah, I remember this. Now, that's me talking to myself. I ain't saying, other thing. It was in me, though. It was in me, all right? And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, because I took it up to Walmart. I took my
Taurus. No. I'm good.
My wife will tell you she ain't hot, she be burning the fuck up.
I'm good.
Shut up, you goddamn lizard.
Excuse you.
I told you shut up, lizard.
And I said, excuse you.
Okay, I'm punching your nuts. Why?
I don't have nuts, I done told you.
You nutted in a fruitcake.
Mm.
Don't do that. It's too high. So anywho, I said, yeah, I remember that. So he said it was the same thing. He said, go on YouTube, watch, learn, obey. You'll get it. I said, okay. I didn't think I could do it. I swear to God, I did not think I could do it. Because I had a type of daddy. I ain't gonna talk about daddy again. I don't give a fuck. I had a type of daddy who never taught you nothing. He had one favorite child. Now I can't even tell you who that favorite child is. But he had one favorite child, and I can tell you one that it was me. So everything that I'm learning now, I'm learning on my own. But through the grace of Almighty God, Jesus Christ, I'm learning on my own. Period. Why am I saying that? Well, if you sit down and shut your damn mouth, go on YouTube, you'll learn something real fast. So it started off with me putting in light bulbs. Okay? I was like, damn, I could do that. Wow, I could do that. Okay. And then I graduated into doing certain things on my truck, like running my own LEDs that's inside my truck. Graduated to that. Well, yeah, graduated to that, putting in my LEDs. They change colors. Diane loves those things. So I went to that. I was like, you mean tell me I can do this? I can run my own wires and stuff? I was surprised. I'm 40 fucking years old. I'm a middle-aged man. I'm 40 fucking years old and just finding out that he can do some shit. But the Bible says that what? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Period. It's not I that do it. It's Jesus through me.
Amen.
Period. It's not munging. Period. It's Jesus that's working through me. So I said, Lord, you know me. I done seen why I can do this. I'm gonna try something else. So what I did, I ordered me another grill. So I'm taking this whole faceplate off. And I'm gonna put in me, it's a Raptor grill. Remember, I put it on my Facebook. Said that if you can't afford a Raptor, pray and ask the Lord for the funds and build you one. Guess what? I can prove to you right now that I got almost everything that goes on a Raptor. And I'm putting it on this truck. I got my grill, my bull bar, my back tailgate, that just came in last week. My fender flares and my mud grips. And all that, except my mud grips. Okay, I got to take that to a body shop because there's no body shop here. So I got to have them put that on. But anyway, if I had a body shop out, guess what? You know what I mean? So, the other day, last week, I was driving down the road, and I know I maintenance this truck like crazy. Period. My across the street neighbor, man, you sure love that truck. You be worshiping that truck, don't you? I don't worship shit. But you take care of what God gives you, because that might be the only thing that He gonna give you. Period. I remember when me and my wife, our very first car, my very first vehicle, it wasn't my very first vehicle, but we bought a car from up here from some shade tree ass people. Me not knowing anything about maintenance, about nothing. And I saw the blue smoke coming out of the fucking tailpipe. Okay? Oh, that's another thing. If you don't change this out in a timely fashion, what this do, this is new, I'm taking off the old. What this do is it backs up your fumes because it's no longer able to cycle through to put out the good, if you will. What this do, when it backs it up, you see black smoke coming out your tailpipe. You don't want that shit. Now I'm going to tell you right now, alright? You ever seen these goddamn trucks running around here with black smoke on it? They ain't changed their shit. They need to change their shit. 9 times out of 10, it's that purge valve. Okay? 9 times out of 10, the way you take it out is the way you put it in. Everything you do, you can undo. Everything you undo, you can do. It's like it's a back and forth type deal. It's a back and forth type deal. It's a back and forth type deal. So did you hear that? But anyways, it's a back and forth type deal. What you put in, you can take out. What goes up must come down. What goes down must go back up. Period. Jesus proved that one. Anywho, so if you don't change this out in a timely fashion, you're gonna see black smoke coming out your ass. Out your ass in. And let me tell you something. I don't like riding beside trucks who do that stupid shit. Okay? I don't like riding beside. I mean, we were behind a truck the other damn day. Oh, that damn. I'm like, really, dude? Really? And it's sad because people don't care about polluting the fucking air, but then they'll complain about your government. Well, why don't you help, bitch? Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say. All right, bring it on in. Amen. That was beautiful. Nigga, don't be yawning while I'm trying to feel the spirits.
Put an S at the end of that.
Right.
We ain't talking about them kind of spirits.
I'm trying to feel the alcohol.
Oh, why I say
You influenced by those.
So we ain't talking about them kind of spirits. Wrong answer.
What the hell was I talking about earlier?
You talking about that Dodge Neon?
Yeah. Oh, you remember that shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a Dodge Neon, like something said. We had a Dodge Neon. I didn't know nothing about maintenance. Okay? But my wife will tell you, I stay on YouTube now. I'm learning everything that I can. Also, when you ask people to do stuff for you, and you know that they can do it, and they don't do it, learn it yourself. Learn it yourself. Because one thing for sure, they're gonna need you before you need them.
You don't have to depend on anybody to do anything for you.
Say that again.
So you don't have to depend on anybody to do anything for you.
Nothing. Okay? I told my wife, well, my wife told me, she said, you know you turn into a mechanic, don't you? I said, hell the fuck no. I do certain things that can, but I don't turn into no mechanic. Okay? Anywho, so we had the Dodge Neon. I saw the blue smoke coming out of the ass end. I was like, well, it's probably just not, it was sitting up and cranking up and, you know, whatever, because it actually stopped. Okay? The blue smoke actually stopped. I was like, okay, so we good. Me being stupid, this was back in 2008.
Yep.
And so I was still young in the head. So anywho, we paid $1,000 for that car. We didn't have no, we had lost everything in 2008. I was going through a bad depression. Cal was going through a bad depression. If you want to know about it, wait till the book come out. Now, as they say, but God. So, every time, like it's raining right now, every time it would rain, that damn car would stop. Bullshit you not. Every time it would, we hated rainy days. Every time it would rain, that sumbitch would stop. Bullshit you not. You could take up my side of the goddamn floor thing, and you could actually see the road as you drive. It was just, again, me being stupid. I didn't check that car. No way, no how. I saw a damn white Neon that looked it fairly well. I said, ooh, I want that. Because that's the time when I would love Neon. I don't like them no more. But that's probably because of that car. That's the time I would love a Neon. I just want to be a damn Neon. And, yeah, every time it would rain, the car would stop. Next thing you know, we sitting in Brunswick, not the big bridge, but that small bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at?
That's
I know we in Brunswick. I can't remember that road.
Yeah.
I know we had to pull out off into that cut.
Yeah, I think it was on 303. I think that's what it was.
303?
I think so.
I don't know. Anyways, I know we had to pull off in a cut. Because the car stopped. We went through a puddle of water and the car shut off. Not even a big puddle. It shut off. So I'm thinking it was something wrong with the electrical system too. So the next thing I know, we hear this. Damn car knocking. I said, who is it? Who is it? They wouldn't answer. Well, so what I do? Took it home. By the grace of God, we got it home. By the grace of God, we got it home. Took it home. I took out a loan on it. Took out a loan on it. I took out a $500 loan?
Yep.
Yeah, that's all they would give you for it. Took out a loan on it. They say, well, if you don't pay it back, then we got to come get your vehicle. Well, of course, I was planning on paying it back. Period. That's just who I am. Well, the Neon ain't around, man. Get what?
You gotta have your money back.
Yeah, get what? What's that again?
You gotta have your money
I gotta
back.
have my money back out that son bitch, you can believe that. They came and picked up the car. I had already had my damn Isuzu Rodeo then, boy. I'm dropped. Hey. Now that's a bad motherfucker. The only thing wrong with that damn Rodeo is the starter. I was trying to say it for my niece, but yeah. Anywho. So yeah. But every year that you live, it's a learning and growing experience. If I know then what I know now about cars, somewhat I don't know everything. I'm not a mechanic. Somewhat about vehicles, yeah. I wouldn't have bought that piece of shit. You can believe that. I probably would have slapped the fucking shit out of that bitch because they knew what they were selling. And at first I didn't believe it until someone told me that they had dealings with them before. They said that ain't their first car that they sold like that. I say, son of a bitch. They say they saw a sucker coming. Because, in other words, mechanics bank on us not knowing what to do. Okay? They bank on you not knowing what they are doing. That's why we often thank God for YouTube. Because I got a lot of mechanics on YouTube that I watch. And even these mechanics will tell you about Shade Tree Mechanics. They bank on you not knowing anything about your vehicle. So I'm just urging y'all, whoever, get smart about your vehicles. Get smart about your vehicle. I don't care who don't like this, your goddamn shit. It's just like you need to get wise about the laws. I don't care if the police don't like it. Period. Know your law. Know what you can and can't do. Respect law enforcement. Like I see these fucking idiots running around here, they get pulled the fuck over. Police just doing their fucking job. The first thing you want to holler out, I know my rights. Yeah, you got a right to shut the fuck up. I wouldn't have pulled your dumb ass if you wasn't breaking a fucking law. Niggas make me sick with that shit. You get your ass pulled, I know my right. And some of y'all will do some ignorant shit just to make them pull you over. Antagonizing them. Stupid ass. Oh, my baby just got shot by the police. That's his dumb ass. Give a fuck. Obey the fucking law. That's why my motto is, I respect all, but I fear none. Period. If I'm in the wrong, hell, I got pulled over in, what that was? Ludowici, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have jacked that ticket all the way up. Because I was doing something, that's when I had to talk. He said, man, you was going so fast, I couldn't even clock you with my radar. He said, I had to clock you with my speed. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, you didn't see me dodging in there trying to get up to you? He thought them Taurus, he thought that Taurus had a fucking Emmy in it. I say, no, but I was late trying to get somewhere. I was wrong. He walked up and he wasn't nasty about it. He was none of that. Wasn't he a state trooper? Adele's some of the nicest one you ever gonna meet on the planet. I think he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was a deputy?
Yeah, he was actually a Ludowici cop.
So you done had many trouble with them.
Mm-hmm.
He walked up to, but you was sitting right there with
Yep.
him. He walked up, I think Jad was in the I'm finna say the truck. I think Jad was in the car too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we was late, we had to get on base.
Yeah.
But, you know, we was late trying to get somewhere. Anyway, he walked up to me. He wasn't angry, didn't come to me with no fucking attitude, none of that. I already had my license out, had it sitting, I think it was on my lap, if I'm not mistaken. Had my hands up on the steering wheel. Look, yeah, you gonna get agitated. Looked him dead in his face. Good evening, sir. Good evening. I'm such. The reason I stopped you today, well, he said, how's your day going? I said, I'm good. I'm late. He said, son, you ain't gonna get there dead. Okay, yeah, you're right. He could have gave me a hefty fine. He gave me a $90 speeding ticket. He said, I'm sorry I got to do this, but you got to slow it down. I said, thank you, sir. He said, have a good day. I said, you too, sir. He said, because it was something, he said, if you pay it, I forget all what the lingo is or whatever. I wasn't even worried about going to no court because I knew I was wrong. So that's the whole point. In other words, know your law, know your worth of your vehicle. Period. Know when to say, I know the fucking law. Know when to say that. Because it ain't every time your stupid ass get pulled the fuck over. I was stupid. So know your fucking laws, yes, but know when to put it out there and when to shut the fuck up. Period. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I was happy for that $90 ticket.
That was your very
You
first,
know I was.
That was your very first speeding ticket.
I looked at the dude when he gave me the ticket. I know I said this before, it's on Facebook. I looked at the dude, and I'm finna end it. I looked at the dude when he gave it to me. I said, thank you, sir. He looks at me. He say, you all right? I said, sir, I appreciate this ticket. He said, if more people would be like you, when I pull them over. He said, I said, sir, I wasn't trying to get the ticket at that particular time. I said, but I wanted me a ticket so bad. I know that sounds weird. I had been driving without license until the age of, what?
The day before.
20, how old was I? Because you the one made me go get my license.
I was gonna say the day before. Matter of fact, it was the day before.
Show no boys. Wow. Show no boys. See, I got, you say take care of fools and babes. My wife, she said, babe, why don't you get your license? Why? I know how to drive, I don't need no damn paper. Well, guess what? She said, she said, you going to get them license. I said, damn, you ain't got to get all mad and shit. Guess what, nigga? I was love to get them damn license. I ain't lucky about that. I was gonna get them. Yeah, fuck it. No, that wasn't the first time I got my license.
No,
I didn't get a renew. The first time I got my license when I drove that Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was back in 2009. Yeah. But I didn't get them renewed. I had to let them lapse. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I had to let them roll over.
Yeah, they had expired.
Because I thought they would roll over minutes. You didn't believe that shit. But you know, you live, you learn, you stupid, and you know, whatever. I bet they up to date now, you can believe that. But yeah. Then I took the ticket to
Tatum.
Oh my God. What was his name?
Tatum.
Don't call that man that. Major Tatum. And he was like, okay, what do you want me to do with this? I said, no, I'm proud. He said, you proud of what? I said, I'm proud I got this ticket. I'm just showing I got my first ticket. Because maybe he called another officer. He said, you got to listen to this. He proud that he got this ticket. So they was like, where was you when we pulling people over? I said, man, I've been trying to get me a ticket so damn bad. That's weird, ain't it, Carol? Why is that? That's weird. Sometimes they were like, dude, you were trying to get a ticket? Yeah. I was happy about that ticket.
Yeah, the time that you were trying to get one, you couldn't get one. He passed by the state trooper speed.
Dude, see, you a snitch, dude.
Well, you the one said that you were trying to get the ticket.
Dude, I was doing this been years ago, okay? So shut up. Not you talking about it, you know.
Long.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I was doing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Going to Brunswick.
Yep.
100 miles. Now that car was a bad motherfucker. Boy, you blew that. I mean, state trooper pastor. If I'm lying, may God kill me. Pastor, I never broke. I'm steady getting. I looked up in my rearview mirror. I said, he coming. This joker stopped. Went off on the side of the road. Like this. Went off on the side of the road. Turned his car this way. And sat there. I'm like, what the? I said, dude, come on, so I get this here ticket, brother. I'm ready to get it. Crazy, man, I know. I told y'all I ain't wrapped too tight in my head, and I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay. Guess what? He sat there. And sat there. Next thing I know, he went this way and went on by his business. I'm like, so what the fuck? So I talked to one of my deputies. Like I said, that was me being young and stupid. I don't do that shit no more. That was me being young and stupid. So anyways, I said, I talked to one of my deputy friends, and matter of fact, it wasn't, I was finna say it was,
Griffin.
My God, damn.
Griffin.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't Griffin. It wasn't Griffin. It was somebody else I talked to. Anyways, I talked to a young, I can't remember who he is. I talked. No, it probably was Griffin. Cause we met up at Popeye.
At Popeye, yeah. We was at Popeyes.
Yeah, because I think he was the one that said the reason. He said, you know why he didn't break?
Yeah.
I mean, you know why he didn't pull in behind you? I said, why? He said, because you never broke. So he figured that you was in an emergency. So he didn't want to stop the car. I said, huh? He said, yeah. He said, that's what I would do. If I see, I said, but my emergency lights wasn't on. He said, sometimes people forget. He said, don't do that no more. I'm like, I'm not, man. I just want, and there wasn't nobody on the road. I was just, see, a lot of y'all don't know, but I used to race. And that's no bullshit. Remember my 1988 Z24? It's all sitting up white. I used to get it. I used to get it. Greg Sullivan, thank you. And I know I learned from the best. I learned from. I wonder if Greg still race. If you see this, Greg, ask the question. Or Brandon, do y'all still race? But yeah, so I mean, you know, and if I would have got pulled over, I wasn't gonna be like, I knew what I was wanting to do. Period. I wanted. Guess what? He got him behind me. I'd stop, pull around over. I know you probably would have been pissed off. Whatever. You know. Hey, give me that ticket. You know they're gonna take you to jail. They probably would have, but I got that ticket though. That's weird, ain't it, baby? Me wanting the damn ticket. I don't want to know. You can believe that? You can believe that? That's why I'll be all alone. Like I said, I was young, dumb, stupid. You know, I was just, shit, I was in my 20s then. Young, dumb, and fucking stupid. Now that's some shit I got from my grandkids. That's some shit I tell my grandboy, your granddaddy was stupid, boy. I would get it. Now I'm 40. Don't do that shit no more. I don't know, I was hard-headed. But anyways, know your laws. Most of all, know your laws. Know your worth on your vehicles. Know your worth on your vehicles. Don't, you know. What's that thing called to track your phone?
Oh, find my phone on Google.
Tell them about that.
Yeah, if you ever lose.
No, tell them what happened to me yesterday. I gotta go to and get it. So
yeah, we were in Walmart yesterday, and somehow or another.
I'm sorry, y'all, but she don't want to show her face. She never do.
Somehow or another, we lost the phone in Walmart. Have no idea what happened. We thought somebody had stole it. Because Maurice went back up there, nobody had turned it in to customer service or anything like that. So going on YouTube, because of course I deactivated the phone because I didn't want anybody, and there's a lock on it, so we didn't want anybody to get into the phone to use it. But going on YouTube, we found out about if you are signed into Google on any of your device, whether it's a phone, computer, tablet, and it's been lost or stolen, you can go into Google and type in "find my phone," and it will track where your phone is. As a matter of fact, because I typed in "find my phone" and saw the phone device that was listed, because all the devices that's hooked into your Google account will show up, and you click on the one and it shows that the last location and where it was at Walmart. Now to see if this really and truly worked, Maurice took the other phone and he went out to see if it really worked, and he didn't tell me, you know, where he was going to take the phone or anywhere like that. And so I typed in "find my phone," and you don't have to put in the phone number or anything like that. It'll show. I went to that device, and when Maurice came back, I told him where he took the phone. So if you find that your device, your phone has been lost or stolen, just go into Google, type in "find my phone," and it'll show you exactly where it is. Any last words, babe? You got anything left to say?
No, I'm gonna put the pictures on Facebook of the old one and the new one when I take this one off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.